the ISUPK, straight out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. It's heating up the Midwest like the first day of June. Friday, June 16th, downtown Chicago, Illinois, on State and Washington. We're blazing the camp from 1 p.m. until June 17th, the ISUPK Midwest Barbecue for blacks, Hispanics, and natives only. We'll be there Saturday at 2 p.m. at Rainbow Beach Park. The ISUPK lecture Sunday, June 18th at the Gibbs Morrison Culture Center, 1823 Church Street, Evanston, Illinois, 3 through 6 p.m. Barbecue lecture. Commander General Yahanna and all the heavy hitters will be in the building. It's the fire weekend.
Shalom, Israel. We are the I.S.U.P.K. Started out at 1 West, 125th Street in Harlem, New York, under Commander General Yahanna. And we are not affiliated with no other Hebrew Israelite group on the planet Earth. And we are located here at 5261 Delmar Boulevard, Suite A, St. Louis, Missouri, 63108. And if you want to listen in live, you got any questions or comment, call 712-775-7035. Access code 744-252. And before we get started, do we have any questions? All right, no sweat. We're gonna go ahead and get to the topic. We're gonna start off with we're gonna wrap up this documentary that we were doing, the Soulmate documentary and the Christian church Voodoo that keeps black women single. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and wrap that up tonight. And we had left off on the last video was about the black woman and all of the different options that she has here in this country. You know what I'm saying? The different things that she can do, you know, to satisfy herself if she doesn't have a man. You know, in which that stuff is the farthest from the truth. There is no, I mean, it's just like, you know, you can look at a woman needing a man, you know, the same way that you can look at your car needing a transmission. Nothing is going to make that damn car drive until you can put an alternator on it, you can put a new water pump on it, you put a new radiator in it, hell, you can put a whole new engine in it. You understand? But until you put what the car need in there, which is the transmission, and it is not going to drive. You understand? And the voodoo that the Christian church has placed on our sisters is that you don't need a man. You can find a replacement. You can do something else. You understand? You can get a job, get a career, you know. But here's the thing about that is that no other race of women on the planet is even saying that. You know. No woman, you don't hear the white woman say that. You understand? Even though Trisha, she hates Billy, you don't hear her saying she don't need a man. Okay? You don't hear her saying her kids don't need a father. You understand? The Chinese woman, okay, Su Young. You don't hear Su Young say that she don't need Bruce Lee. You understand? She knows she needs Bruce Lee. Okay? And then Africans, okay? Stank booty Africans. You don't even hear African women saying that they don't need those old sneaky African men. Okay? They know that they need each other. Alright? And it's only our people, man. I mean, point blank is that we hate each other, man. You understand? Black people hate each other. The man, the woman, you understand? All the way around the board. Why? Because the white man is the devil, the Bible speaks of. The white man has destroyed us to the point to where we think everything that he say is right and everything that he has to offer is right. And then now, since 1969, under Commander General Yahanna, we have been teaching blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians the truth and what is right. And you pay us no mind. You understand? But time after time, year after year, month after month, day after day, you still got the same problems, or even worse. You understand? Now your problems have become compound because you choose not to listen. You understand? And this documentary is filled with beautiful, successful black women, just like any other black woman. You understand? Beautiful, successful, good at what she do. You know, whether she owns her own business, whether she works, whether she's a nurse or a secretary, whatever her job is. You understand? She knows how to get that thing done. Okay? But these women are on this documentary. Go ahead.
Sir, I just wanted to inform you, I don't know if you know, the FB live video is not running.
You said the what now?
The Facebook live video is not running.
It's not running? It's up. I see people coming.
Okay, so you might want to, I don't know, it just shows that it says it'll start in a moment, but haven't started, so, okay.
Okay, no sweat. What? Yeah, I don't know what the problem could be, but it says it's up. Okay, no sweat. But we're gonna go ahead and like I said, we're gonna get back into that documentary, man. To and the goal is to help free our sisters' minds from the voodoo of Christianity. You understand? And we will actually teach you how to successfully land you a man, a righteous man, a good brother. You understand? Somebody that's not going to be a homosexual, not molest your children, not turn around and rob you and rip you off, be sleeping with white women. You understand? Or none of that. We're going to teach you how to get you a good brother and keep him. All right? Because that's the goal, man. We should be trying to stay together. Okay? But let's go ahead. Let's get this thing started. All right, we're going to start off with the this is the singles ministry woman right here. This woman has a singles ministry. The sister Michelle here, and she's going to drop a few things on sisters. You understand? And she was once teaching sisters how to cope without having a man. Okay, how to live your life. It's a lot of things to do, but she's gonna turn around and twist that thing around for you in just a hot second. But let's keep on.
Reality is, because of the fast-paced life that we all live, we have to become creative about how we meet people. We've gotten into such a systematic system for most of us for our lives. We go to work, we go home. We go to work, we go home. We go to work, we go to church, we go home. That's our life. Nobody's getting a life anymore. And I'm big on that. Get a life. Get out, do things.
Okay, one thing she said was sisters need to learn, be creative in how you meet men. You understand? I mean, that's not the problem. Sisters have no problem with meeting a man. She can meet a man on her way to work. She can go to the grocery store and get food and meet a man. She can stop at the gas station and meet a man. See, this is the problem with Christianity, is that they just give you a bunch of mumbo jumbo, a bunch of magic, man, a bunch of garbage that sound good, sound like it's what people they would say in the world, good advice. You understand? But in the end, it's not going to solve any of your problems. You understand? You trying to be creative about how and where you meet men at. Look, the black woman is extremely creative at putting on a bad outfit and some shoes to match, the damn purse and the accessories, the little chain hanging from her neck, the earrings, the damn nail polish, the toe polish. She is extremely creative at making herself look damn good. But then, guess what? That don't even keep no man. She is extremely good at what she do when she's with her man in the bed. But guess what? That don't keep no man either. You understand? And this stuff that you learning in the Christian church is not going to help you keep a man. Okay? So stop listening to these people, man. All right? But let's keep going.
Let's just say, and just go with it.
Now watch this question that he's about to pose on the sisters. Okay, this is another worthless Christian, okay, that's going to give the sisters absolutely nothing. The whole time this man been on this documentary, he gave the black women nothing. Okay, but let's listen to this question.
God brought a man, and he's looking like the one, lined up, community, all in place. Talk to me about the biggest adjustment you would have to make now in terms of fear, in terms of change, thing that you can't fix until it's right in front of you.
Okay, now, he's asking her, he said, if God gives you a good man, okay, and he's right there in front of you, and it's something that that you need to work on, right? And he said something that you need to change, something about fear or change. What is it about you that is going to hinder that relationship? Something that you need to change about yourself. And listen to the sister's response, man.
I think for me it would probably be commitment.
Did you hear that? The sister said that her biggest problem, her biggest fear would be commitment. Now, why on earth? This is a documentary about single black women, single black Christian women that is ready for a commitment, but you understand, can't find nobody. They're overly successful, you know, they're extremely beautiful. Nobody says hi to them, any of that. And the thing that you need to fix about yourself is the commitment. You understand? Do you get the point of why Christianity is all wrong? Christianity is not going to fix your problems. These women are already claiming to be in Christian churches, be under pastors, go to church every Sunday, Bible class on Wednesday, New Saints class on Thursday, Pastor Appreciation on Friday. They in the church all week long. The woman said that she wants a man. On the last session, they was crying because they could not find one. And then now the question is, what do you need to change about yourself? You know, when you get that good man, and it's commitment. It needs to change the fear of commitment. You understand? And it makes no sense, man. What these preachers should be teaching our sisters is the truth. You understand? Is the woman's role. Okay? Not none of that mumbo jumbo, that magic they be teaching them, man. You understand? All this old fancy garbage they be talking about in the Christian church. They need to turn around and teach our sisters their role. The black woman does not know her role here in America. You understand? That's the whole thing that she needs to know. She needs to know her place. You understand? And it's not to be the head of the household. Okay? This is why so many black women have been such extreme whores, all because they follow the so-called white man and his teaching and his ideology. You understand? His philosophy. You follow that, but then when the black man teach you the truth and tell you what's going on and what you need to be doing, you ignore us. You understand? And your situation gets worse and worse and worse. Okay? And then this is how you're going to end up. Somewhere sitting, hoping for some guidance, some help. You understand? And you all confused. You claim you want a man, but then you're scared of the commitment. Okay? And then it gets worse. You understand? It actually started a lot sooner than her being an adult. But just pay attention.
Issues.
Where did that come from?
Oh, my father. He was very strict. And I just always felt like, oh gosh, I gotta get out of here. I gotta get out of the house. I just feel so repressed. I used to view marriage as a contract of ownership.
What do you do?
Did you hear? It started from when she was in her father's house when she was a child. Her father was strict. You understand? The man was trying to keep you safe. Trying to, you know what I'm saying, raise you halfway right. You understand? So where you wouldn't be a whore. Okay? And she said that when she was little, she just could not wait to get away from that man and get out of his house. You understand? This is the problem, man. Here in America, our people have been raised entirely wrong. You understand? They have been raised entirely wrong here in America. Okay? Our sisters and our brothers, they're supposed. Matter of fact, and I think I'm gonna bring this out too. There was an article that came out about Mother's Day. All right, and in no way, shape, form, or fashion do the I.S.U.P.K. do we celebrate either Mother's Day or Father's Day. But for Mother's Day, they turned around and let a lot of black women that was in prison here in St. Louis, they let them go. Okay? Now, I'm not hating on our sisters that got out of prison. You understand? I don't give a damn what day it was. Okay? You getting out of prison is a good thing. But they did it for Mother's Day. Now, I wonder on Father's Day, how many black men are going to get out of prison? You get the point? See, in this country here, in this society, they cater to the women. You understand? It's always that the man is wrong for whatever he do. Okay? And then it's like, no forgiving your father. Oh, he was just so strict. You know, I just couldn't take it. You know, I just could always imagine myself being grown on my own. You got all these things, negative things built up in your head about your father being such a horrible person. But then when it comes to your mother, it doesn't matter if she was a damn crackhead, a prostitute. Matter of fact, Tupac made a song about it. And he said it, and he said, even though you was a crack fiend, mama, you always was a black queen, mama. Now see, this is the type of mentality that we are walking around with every day. You understand? It's we gotta love our mother regardless of what mama do. But then our father, I can't stand that man. You understand? I hate him. You understand? It ain't no return for your father. But mama, she could do whatever she want. Mama could steal from you. Mama fight her daughters. Good night. You understand? And don't let the daughter look better than the mother. She gets jealous, really gets to fight the little girl. I done seen it all. You understand? And I'm sure we all have seen such cases. Okay? But your father, that's her problem, man. She just couldn't understand that, man. She hated the damn man. And this is what we are taught here in this country, man. This is what our daughters are taught at an early age here, is to hate your father. You understand? And love your mother only. And we got to turn around. We got to fix that. You understand? We got to change that, man. Because you got to turn around and love your father and your mother. That's what the Bible says. You understand? So we need to start teaching our children that. And then guess what? Maybe they won't grow up and be whores. And then they won't turn around and be on documentaries and be sad and lonely and confused and mixed up. They'll have a man. They'll have the things that they need, and they'll be well taken care of, man. All you got to do is get in our classes. All right? But let's keep on.
When the panic is there.
Okay, now she's going to break down the point about marriage, what she thought, due to watching her father and her mother when she was growing up.
Do you have a strategy for it? I'm in it. Here it is. We doing this now. What's been your strategy in the past?
Put a wall up and just kind of go into my own world.
What's your signal? Or do you know what your triggers are? I'm about to shut down.
Sometimes in my mind, I think about how I want a situation to go, and then if the person doesn't respond in the way that I may have envisioned them, then I start making up these stories in my mind of what is happening, and I have to catch myself, and then I just realize that I've just created this whole reality inside that's not even real. I feel like I'm sabotaging things. Also, I thought about...
Do you see the pattern in that, though? There's a theme in everything you've said, ownership, freedom. I would suggest, and I'm only suggesting, that you take a look at, in terms of quote-unquote landing the plane in some of the areas of your life and making some definitive decisions about how the need to be free can be an obstacle from what you may need.
Okay, now she says she looked at marriage as being horrible as a possession. You understand? She said in her mind, when you don't conform to how she wanted, you understand, she's just not in the right place. The sister was all over the place, man. I mean, what she just said was horrible, and it didn't even make sense. Give me Ecclesiastes 36:24. Okay?
Okay.
And then he came back with some of the dumbest damn advice, man. I don't even know what the hell he was talking about. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it's Christianity. That's Christianity for you, man. You understand? They give our people nothing. They give them no solutions to their problems, man. Black people got a lot of problems. You understand? And it's time to start fixing those problems. Okay? It's time to stop trying to sweep everything up under the rug. You understand? Because guess what? When you sweep the dust up under that rug, you got more and more dust accumulating. You understand? And that's what happens with your problems. You turn around and you got a problem. You got, go ahead, Doc.
Ecclesiastes 36, 34.
Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha 36 and
Okay.
like I said, when you turn around and sweep stuff up under the rug, that's what happens with your problems. You understand? When you try to put one problem to the back, put it in the closet, put it away like you don't see it, sweep it up under the rug, guess what? It's piling up, man. The same way that that dust is piling up, you understand? And you just keep sweeping it up under the rug just to hide it. That's all you're doing is just covering it up. But the problem is still there, okay? And it is time to start fixing black people's problems, man. And the I.S.U.P.K. specializes in fixing blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians' problems. All you got to do is come into the school, man, and you can be fixed. You understand? Because it's that time. It's time to start fixing the damn problem. No more sweeping up under the rug, man. You understand? I mean, how much more vagina do you have to give to the next 10, 15 damn men you decide to break up with? You understand? Before long, you won't have any more vagina left. You understand? Nobody's going to want it. And guess what? Brothers in the world, they do talk. Once 5, 10 of their homies got it, they, oh man, it ain't no good. It ain't about nothing. You understand? Everybody's going to know what you work with and how horrible it is. And then you're going to be 35 and 40 years old, sitting somewhere looking stupid. You understand? Wanting a man, knowing that you done had 1,000 already and no other man wants you. You understand? You washed up, you used up. Okay? But let's not be like that. Okay? Let's fix the problem so that you can turn around, change your life, get you a righteous man, live with a righteous man, take care of him, serve him forever like you're supposed to. You understand? It can happen. And I've seen it happen. It's taking place right here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Okay? But that sister said that she always looked at marriage as a thing of a possession. You understand? Being possessed. And we're going to show you what the Bible has to say about that. All right? Read that for me out.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus chapter 36, verse 24 from the Apocrypha. He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Read that again.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
Read that again.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession.
He that getteth a wife beginneth a possession. Okay? The black man, he owns you, black woman. You understand? You are his possession. All right? And what does a man do with his most prized possessions? Because it's not in a negative way. Like own you and make you sit in a closet or punch you upside your head when you say the wrong thing. It's nothing like that. You understand? Rule over you, don't make you go get into bed instead of eating dinner that night or something like that. Not nothing wicked and crazy like that. You understand? It simply means that you belong to that man. You are his possession. And this is how the Lord set this up. Okay? And guess what? We have not been following this. This is why we have had and still is having so many problems in the black households. This is why the black woman is raising the kids by herself. This is why the man is not in the home. This is why men only want to come in the home to get in your bed and then walk out your life. This is why all of these different things are happening, man. It's because we are not doing things the way that the Lord said to do them. Okay? This woman has a problem with being possessed by her man. You understand? Being her man's possession. You understand? Think of it like when a man got a nice old school car. You understand? With some rims on it and stuff like that. That man keep them clean. I remember back in the day, them old heads, boy, used to have them Cadillacs and them Lincolns with them hub caps on them. Man, they kept them clean. You understand? Out there washing them. More LTDs and things like that, man. Them black men kept them. That was their most prized possession. You understand? Now guess what? If he got a woman that's obedient, that's obeying him, that's what that sister problem was. She didn't obey her father. You understand? She said she could not wait to get away from that man. When that man was trying to keep his daughter safe, okay? By being strict. You're supposed to be, man. You understand? That's in the Bible. You ain't supposed to let your daughter be a damn whore. You understand? You're not supposed to let her go dating around and sleeping around with every goddamn body. You ain't supposed to be teaching her that it's okay to lay with a man, and then as soon as you have a baby, get with another man, then you have his baby too, and then you with another man, and then you have another baby. You ain't supposed to be doing that. You understand? We're doing it all wrong, and we're sinning against the Lord, man, by doing these different things, by constantly leaving your man. You understand? And then being in a Christian church like this sister. And then she also said that she feels like, because of the way she feels, that it sabotages her relationships and the things that she does and everything else that she feels. You understand? And that's absolutely true. Because our sisters do not know the truth. They do not have the truth, and they're not in it. You got to be in it, in the I.S.U.P.K, not just watching damn videos. You got to be in here. You understand? And guess what? When you're not, you'll do all types of things, man. You'll say all types of things. You'll do all kinds. You are sabotaging your relationships, okay? And it's because of Christianity, man. Christianity is garbage. It doesn't work for nobody. It hasn't fixed anybody. Nobody's changed their life. None of that. You understand? And then here go the damn homosexual preacher again. You understand? With this old garbage about you got to turn around and catch the prey, and for the man, all of that junk that ain't helping that woman do nothing. Did you even see the look on her face? She was still the same confused when she came to the table. You understand? You start teaching these women they role, okay? Which is, first, you was created for the man. That's what the woman needed to know first off. You was created for the man, okay? Not the man created for you. You are to serve the man. That's what the Lord created you for. And guess what? What a wonderful position. You understand? What is wrong with you doing what the Lord created you for? To serve your man. To make sure your man is happy. You understand? To give him lots of beautiful children. To cook him good chicken wings and give him beers out the refrigerator. You understand? What's wrong with that? To run the man bathwater when he get home from a hard day of slavery. You understand? What is wrong with you doing your role? You understand? Nothing. You being silent. That's number 2. Black women, learn to shut that big mouth. That man don't want to argue with you all goddamn day and all goddamn night. He should not have to argue with you at all. But guess what? This is just like that black woman on that documentary. You sabotaging your relationships as well. That's why you had so many. You understand? This is why the black woman has had so many relationships. Okay? And then we're gonna come back to it, but she gonna turn around and this Christian, she actually surprised me. Okay? This is like the only Christian that I've ever met that halfway told the truth about herself. Okay? And we're finna get to that in just 2 seconds. Alright? Let's get back to the documentary. Here comes a big question for singles ministry.
Why do you think you are still single?
I think that the first part,
She actually said, why are you still single? Okay, that's the question. All right, let's get it. Because she seems to have all the answers, right? But she's single herself. Let's keep going.
of my life, I made really bad choices. I liked the wrong kind of men. And one day I realized that it wasn't them, it was me.
Okay, right there. I'll give her that much. You understand? Finally a Christian that ain't praising and worshiping her damn self. Finally a black woman that took responsibility for her actions. She said the first part of her life, she liked the wrong type of men. And then she said, you know what? I had to think to myself, and you know what? It ain't them, it's me. You understand? Now, is this Christian in the truth? No. Do I take anything else that she say for 100? No. You understand? As far as the stuff that she's teaching? No. But at least she turned around and admitted that's something that's extremely hard for a black woman to do. Okay, in today's world, this is hard for her to do. It's to say, you understand? That is extremely hard. And she's a Christian, mind you. And the Christian woman does no wrong. You understand? In the Christian church, they don't even teach that it's wrong for the woman to be with different men. They will teach that the man only supposed to have one woman. I've heard it. They will teach that. But I've never heard them say not one time that the woman is only supposed to be with one man. The same way they sit there and point their goddamn finger at the black man and tell him he only supposed to have one woman. I've never seen it happen. But I'll give this Christian just that much, and that's about it. All right, but let's keep going.
Because we attract what we are. Subconsciously, I was a commitment phobic and didn't realize it. So I was very comfortable with other commitment phobics, even though intellectually I was insisting that I wanted to have this wonderful committed relationship. I wasn't willing to do the work that I know it takes to have a good love relationship. And I think that a lot of single women, while they're hollering and screaming about the relationship they want, are really in the same boat. They don't want to do the work. They're not really available. And men read those signals very quickly and they flee. I even had a male friend of mine tell me, I had no idea that you were interested in having a man in your life. You seem to be having a great time without any.
See? Did you hear? You understand? It's hard to tell if a woman really want a man because she's covering up. She's acting as if she can just do fine and do well without one. That's what her friends told her, her male friends. That you seem to be doing such a great thing and having a great time without a man, which I didn't know that you wanted one. Do you understand? And so, phone's on mute for me, y'all. And she said something else that she said, okay, about sisters that they will never admit, the majority of them, okay, is that the black woman does not want to do the work that it takes, okay, to actually have a man and a successful relationship, okay. It is work, okay, being man. That's for either one. That's for the male, the man, or the woman. You understand? Marriage is work. All right? Marriage is work. It is a task. You understand? It ain't just no easy thing. And then plus we in hell too. Oh, good night. That makes it worse. You understand? But she said that the majority of black women, they want this marriage. They want a man to take care of them. They want a man to sweep them off their feet, and Romeo and Juliet and all of those garbage, all those stories, fairy tales they believe in, man. You understand? They want all of that, but they don't want to do what it takes to get one. And most black women just simply don't want to obey a black man. You understand? And that's about as plain and as simple as it gets. Because that's what your instructions from the Lord were, was for you to obey the black man. Guess what? Sex is marriage. Not no piece of paper. Not once you sleeping with whoever the hell been in and out your life in your bed, and then finally you find the one and he liked it and he put a ring on it. You understand? That ain't marriage according to the Lord. In the Bible, sex is marriage. So when you open your legs to that man, that's your husband. You understand? And he shall rule over you. And you come in the I.S.U.P.K, you're going to get ruled over. I'm telling you. The men in here, we love ruling over our women. It's a beautiful thing. You understand? It's a beautiful thing, man. You understand? And guess what will happen? If more men would rule over their women, it'd be less adultery. Do you understand? Be less whores walking the streets. Less AIDS and damn things to catch out here. You understand? It'd be a whole lot less going on. You understand? If men were turning around and ruling over their women like they should, instead of being suckers and simps and just want to lay up under some booty and do whatever the hell the woman tell you to do. You understand? Like you are a little goddamn boy. Okay, but let's get back to the documentary.
I wasn't looking for a husband. So when he came along, I was like, you're getting in my way. You know, like I have a purpose here. Who are you? You know, and he just said all the right things. He said to me, you know, Vanessa, you're actually a very nice person, and you're actually very gentle. He said, but I don't think people see that. He said, and you know, I would encourage you that when people see you, ingratiate them. I said, wow, this man challenged me. Like, I thought this was fabulous. He must be from God. And so in 3 weeks, he said we needed to get married. And I said, okay, God, I know I wasn't looking for a husband, so maybe you sent him. And after we got married, about 3 or 4 days later, I found out he was a homosexual and that he had been engaging in sexual activity in Prospect Park with other men. When he asked me why I wasn't married, I said to him, well, for most of my life I've been a lesbian. So, you know, half my life I was a lesbian, now I'm straight and old and no one's looking, so so he said to me, well, I'm glad you said that because, you know, I've experimented, but I don't embrace the lifestyles. I'm not going to
That
go.
wasn't a red flag for you.
No, because then I would be a red flag to every man. I was a lesbian. But you see, I was, meaning BC, before Christ, past tense. My husband couldn't do anything with a woman. So once we got married and it was the honeymoon was, well, I got undressed. Can I speak openly? I got undressed to go to bed with my husband. That's what I mean, I waited all this time. But okay, marriage night. And I'm thinking, okay, this is, you know. And he looked at me and he said, what are you doing? And he panicked. I said, what's wrong? He said, I think there's something left to be said about decency, even in marriage. I don't want to see you naked.
That's a man.
Okay, man. See, this is the problem with Christianity, man. All the goddamn lies these people tell. Ain't no goddamn way you turn around and marry this man, and 3-4 days into your marriage, you claim you found out he was a homosexual, sleeping with men in public parks, and all of that nonsense. You understand? But on the damn honeymoon, the man told you got undressed to turn around and make love to your husband, and then he told you to put your clothes back on. But you claim you didn't know he was a homo. You understand? Come on now, something's wrong with this picture. And then she claimed that she was living the majority of her life as a goddamn lesbian. Okay? And again, man, this is the problem with Christianity, man. You understand? This is what that religion makes you. Okay? It makes our people lesbians. You understand? It makes our brothers homosexuals. As a matter of fact, make sure everybody, every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian is in the building, man, this Saturday. You understand? June the 3rd, man, from 3 to 5 at the school here in St. Louis, okay? It's a lecture, man. The Christian church is the house of whores and homosexuals. You understand? Don't miss that lecture,
right,
man. You understand? Because we're going to turn around and we're going to drop a few things on you and show you how Christianity makes our women whores and makes our men homosexuals. You understand? But like I said, this garbage here, this black woman was talking about, she just love homos, man. You understand? She love homos. She ain't just find out no 4 days or no day or no damn honeymoon. She knew the man was a homo to begin with. Okay? And guess what? That's what you gonna end up getting. I'm telling you, sisters. I mean, I know y'all probably think we saying what we saying is crazy, but if you turn around and marry you something outside of the I.S.U.P.K, about 8 times out of 10, the man's gonna be a homosexual. You understand? So I wouldn't even gamble with myself like that if I was you, black woman. Get in here. There's plenty of righteous brothers. You understand? Get the right brother, and then guess what? A man with some goddamn morals. You won't have to worry about him, you catching him sleeping with a man in a goddamn park. You ain't gonna never catch no brother of mine here in the I.S.U.P.K sleeping with no goddamn man in the goddamn public park. You understand? Or in a private house, because we ain't homosexuals. You understand? We keep all of the Most High laws. All right? But let's keep going.
I say that was a heck now.
Well, I'm married now. What am I going to do? I'm married now.
Black women are the fastest growing segment of population infected with AIDS, and one of the primary manners of
Okay, now they about the AIDS report, the STDs and things like that. And I really want to go over a few things on this one. All right? So pay attention.
they're achieving it is through men who lead double lives.
All right, here's a statistic. Wait a minute, let me go back to it 1 second.
The primary manners that they're achieving it is through men who lead double lives.
Okay, it says black women account for nearly 70% of all new cases of HIV and AIDS. Did you hear that? Did everybody hear that? Black women account for nearly 70% of all new cases of HIV and AIDS. And guess what? A more up-to-date statistic is now 72% of black women have that AIDS or that HIV. Now, it's not a huge jump, you understand? But still, it's a number that should be going down. You understand? These numbers, this AIDS, it should not be 72% of black women being infected with AIDS or HIV. That should not be. You understand? Like I said, it's not a huge jump, but guess what? I'm not impressed with the number at all. You understand? Because it needs to be zero. If our sisters would stop being whores, you understand, they wouldn't have AIDS. And the same thing goes for our brothers, because that's a punishment from the Lord, man. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 7:15. I think I want to start. I think I want to start there. I'm gonna start there. Then we're gonna go back to the documentary and get some more statistics. Go ahead, read it when you got it out.
Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 15. And the Lord will take away from thee all sickness, and will put none of the evil diseases of Egypt, which thou knowest, upon thee.
Okay,
But will lay them.
Stop right there. Okay, the Lord will take away from thee all sickness, man, if we obey the Most High. You understand? The reason that 72% of black women are infected with AIDS or HIV is because you disobeying the Lord. You understand? We are breaking God's law. It's time for His chosen people to return to Him. You understand? And start keeping all of His laws, statutes, and commandments. Not the ones that you like to do. Okay? Not the one that your pastor preach about on Sunday. We're supposed to be keeping all of them. And being a whore is one of His laws. You understand? And the Most High hates for His people to break His laws. Okay? Now, let's get back to the statistics. Oh, wait a minute. Finish that up, Bob.
But will lay them upon all them that hate thee.
Man, look at the Most High. Okay? He turned around and He said, now, if you turn around and do what I say do, I won't put none of them diseases of Egypt on you, but I'll put it upon the people that hate you. You understand? And guess what? Guess who hates us? So-called white man. And black people have more AIDS than the so-called white man does. You understand? The white man's a flaming homosexual. You understand? I don't think there is a straight white man. I don't even believe the term even pertains to white people when it comes to being straight. The man or the woman. Okay? I don't think either one of them can be classified as a damn straight. Nothing. Okay? But black people, we got more AIDS than white people do, than African people do, than Chinese people do, than Russian people do. You understand? All of them hate us. And guess what? Them Arabs, man, they homos too. You understand? They child molesters, they freaks, they all types of things, man. And we got more AIDS than anybody on the goddamn planet. Like, can you not see that something is wrong, man? You understand? Can we not see that the Most High, he loved his people only? To where he said, and he did what he said he was going to do. He said specifically for us to obey him, keep all of his laws. All right? And if not, he said if we do, keep us free from them diseases. We chose to disobey him. Now look at the statistics. All right? 72% of black women got AIDS or HIV. That's too goddamn large of a number, man. You understand? And for black men, it's 64%. That's too large of a number, man. You understand? It's time to return to the Lord. That's the only choice that we got.
That's right.
You understand? It's time to keep them laws. Okay? All of them. But the reason that the black woman has the most AIDS is because she wants to be the next top hoe. The black woman will turn around and sleep with any goddamn body. And then here you got brothers that actually care about you and telling you every day, black woman, stop being a whore. You understand? Be with one man. You can do it. You can be with one man. But the black woman, she learned from the devil himself, man, and that's the white man. Don't think I'm talking about no goddamn mystery. She went down the hill and talked to the devil and came back with a pitchfork of her own. No. She listens to the so-called white man. He is the devil the Bible speaks of. She follows his rule. He told her that she could do whatever she want to do. She told her, Tyrone ain't got no authority over that body. That's your body. You understand? She'll listen to the white man and give it to whoever wanted it. But then when she get them AIDS, now whoever she got it from, oh, they so wrong. You understand? We're trying to keep you safe here in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? This is the Lord's sanctuary. All right? But let's keep going.
Not like you. You may look to me.
Did you ever once think about the consequences? Did you ever think about your daughter?
It's only one time.
Okay. Now here's the men's statistic. It said nearly 50% of black, gay, and bisexual men are infected with HIV. And that number has went from 50 to 64%. You understand? Like, I mean, it's disgusting, man. You understand? These numbers should not be. First off, ain't no black man supposed to be no goddamn homosexual, period, point blank. You understand? No black man is supposed to be a homosexual or have no HIV or no AIDS. Alright? But now they finna focus on down low brothers.
The yellow cats, you know, like I said, you know, they're with these guys and they're with their wives and then, you know, they're with these single sisters, and then once again that perpetuates the genocide.
It's an interesting paradox because you have on one side a motivation to survive on the part of the man who lives a double life.
I have a wife and a kid. Okay, dear.
That at best endangers the survival of the one with whom you're living this double life. And in many cases condemning them.
The results again.
It is, in many ways, the epitome of selfishness.
We're not finding out enough about our partners. We don't value ourselves enough to get to know this person who we lay with and share the most intimate parts of ourselves with.
Okay, black woman doesn't love herself at all because she will lay with anybody. You understand? She'll turn around, have a man, and then turn around and sleep with another man. Why? Because it ain't that she don't love herself. That's the only somebody that she was taught to love was herself in this selfish ass world that we living in, man. Following the white man, that's all they teach, is to love your damn self and don't care about nobody else. You understand? She's out here sleeping around. You're being a whore. You've been lied to and told that you can choose whatever man you want to. You can put him out if you want. You can get you another one if you want. You can do whatever it is you want. Just go to school, get a good job, go to college. You understand? Get a degree, take care of your kids, and all of that. But then put the man out the goddamn house. You understand? It's disgusting as hell, man. You understand? And this is why you turn around and now you have this statistic here. Okay? It said AIDS is the leading cause of death for black women between the ages of 25 and 34. Why are our young sisters dying at such an age? Why? Because they're being such extreme whores. You understand? They want to sleep with every goddamn body. They're using what they got to get what they want. They stripping on poles to take care of themselves and their kids. They doing whatever it is they want to do. When guess what? You were given some instructions to follow. And those instructions was for you to be obedient to your man. And because you have not been, this is what's happening to us, man. Like, does anybody even give a damn about what we're talking about here? Does anybody even care that our sisters, our young sisters, I mean, damn, them the ones that's gonna bring in the babies, the grandbabies. So you understand, having the children, man. Don't you want grandkids? You understand? Don't you want a big family? I do. You understand? And ain't nothing wrong with it. I don't want my daughters getting out here thinking that it's okay to be whores, man, sleeping around, breaking up with guys because they don't like them no damn more. And then you come home one day talking about some daddy, I got AIDS. You understand? I don't want that happening to my daughter. And guess what? I don't want that happening to sisters and young ladies that are not my children. Because we actually care about them as well. You ain't just got to be living in my house, or be my actual daughter for me to care about you. If you are Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian, if you one of the 12 tribes of Israel, then I give a damn about you too. I don't care if you stay in the house with me. I don't care if you you living up under my roof. You understand? I don't care if you came out of my wife's belly. You understand? If you my people, then I care about you as well. This is why we teach all Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians. You understand? Now it's up to you to listen. Okay? Because we don't want these numbers increased. As you can see, that these numbers are steadily increasing. Okay? And I don't want our sisters and our brothers to get infected with AIDS no damn more. It's time for the black woman to stop being a whore flat out, man. You understand? It's time to stop being a damn whore. Okay? That don't even look good, man. Between the age of 25 and 34, this is the leading cause of death for black women. And the problem is, a lot of black women don't think that this could happen to them too. That's their biggest problem, is they don't think AIDS will run up on them too. You understand? And guess what? Anybody can catch that mess, man. This is why we need to be stopping whoredom from amongst all of our people, man. We need to be teaching our sons and our daughters not to be whores and whoremongers, man. You understand? The black man need to know not to be a goddamn whoremonger. You're going to catch AIDS. The black woman needs to know not to be a whore or you're going to end up catching AIDS. Because that's the punishment for sinning against the Lord. You understand? Give me Deuteronomy 28. And start at 59. 28 and 59, I think we're gonna go to 60, 61.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful.
The Lord shall make thy plagues wonderful, man. Not nothing great and happy. You understand? He gonna make it wonderful. He gonna turn around. I mean, look at what's happening. AIDS is a huge thing. Look at the numbers. He done made it wonderful. Not like, wonderful time at Disney. You understand? Or at the circus, or at the park. You understand? Or at the playground. Meaning, he gonna turn around. Well, he gonna turn you out with this mess. You understand? And this is what the Lord promised to do to us if we disobeyed him, man. He had every single right to do what he did to his chosen people. You understand? I actually understand where he's coming from. You understand? Now that I've been in this truth, man, in the I.S.U.P.K. under command of Gen.YAHANNA, I understand what's wrong with our people. I understand where we stand with the Lord right now. And the Most High is not happy with his people, man. I mean, if you cannot see, you need glasses. You understand? Or how about a new set of eyes? You understand? Because you've been looking at everything through the eyes of Christianity. Okay? And that's the same as not having eyes. Okay? Blind as hell. Okay? But the Lord gonna make that plagues wonderful. Keep reading.
And the plagues of thy seed.
And the plagues of thy
great
seed.
plagues.
Okay, that's talking about your children. You understand? That's talking about our kids, man. You understand? Keep reading.
And of long continuance and sore sicknesses to like it. And of long continuance.
Okay. And of long continuance. And sore sickness and long continuance. Okay? Look at how our people suffer from AIDS, man. I know a brother that was, oh my God, man. I mean, the man, at one point, he was a healthy brother, you know what I'm saying? Solid, strong, you know what I mean? Young guy, you know what I'm saying? He got infected with that AIDS, and the man withered away like a damn leaf. I mean, he got skinny or drawed up. I mean, he actually looked like he didn't even have any blood in his body, man. He just looked like bones with just a layer of skin around him. You understand? That's that long, continuous, and sore sickness, man. It ain't just AIDS. You understand? It ain't just that, but that's what the topic that we on this documentary. You understand? But it's diabetes. Okay? It's damn cancer. It's damn herpes, syphilis. You understand? Cancer. It's all of this mess that we are dealing with here. You understand? The Lord said He's gonna make thy plagues wonderful and thy seed. Us and our children. This is why it's time for us to turn around as parents. We get what's right, okay, which is in this truth. You understand? And then we teach it to our children. Okay, so that our children will not turn around and have to suffer, you understand, the same way that most of our parents have. Okay? We need to what they like to say in the world, break the cycle. We need to seriously break this goddamn cycle. Okay? Because I want for our younger people to get married and have beautiful relationships, beautiful marriages, and beautiful children. Not turn around and have damn AIDS or HIV. Okay? But keep reading now.
Verse 60. Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt, which thou wast afraid of, and they shall cleave unto thee.
Okay, now, the Lord said He gonna turn around. Remember now, in what was it? Deuteronomy 7:15. The Lord said, if we follow him, we keep his laws, okay, then he would not put the diseases of Egypt on us. Now he's saying if we disobey him, you understand, then guess what? Those diseases that you was afraid of, I'm going to put them on you. You understand? He says that, and they shall cleave unto you. Something cleaving to you meaning to be, get rid of AIDS. Why you think you can't get rid of HIV? Why you think you can't get rid of damn diabetes in most cases? Why you think you can't get rid of cancer in all cases? You understand? In most cases you can't. Why do you think that these diseases have been with us and all the reasons that we have been leaving this earth? Why? Because the Lord promised us that. Okay? Keep going now. Read 61.
Verse 61. Also, every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law.
Stop right there. Did you understand? Stop right there. Did you understand that? The Lord said also every sickness and every plague which is not written in the book of this law. Guess what? HIV is not written in the book of the law. But black people are number one in it. We just saw the statistics for yourself. You understand? AIDS is not in the book of the law. But guess what? Black people, we number one in it. And you just saw the statistic for yourself. You understand? You got to know and understand, man, that the Lord, the Most High is no joke. You understand? He is a man of war. And he is to be feared. Okay, what else are we going to have to go through to understand that God is not this all-loving, God and love you regardless and no matter what you do type God? That's not him, man. You understand? You have been lied to in the Christian church. That God in the Christian church just simply does not exist. All right? He does not exist. Okay? But the Lord said he gonna turn around and give you every disease that is not written in the book of the law. And guess what? We number one in everything. All you got to do is look it up. You're going to see African Americans, and second, you're going to see the Hispanics next on the list. Them our people too. You understand? They right behind us. Number one in every damn thing. Heart attack, stroke, heart failure, kidney failure. Look at all of the different damn, what is that? Where they man. They building them everywhere. Salaki, who knows that what's that, chemotherapy? What's that treatment? For kidney failure. What they call that? Who knows what the name of it is? Somebody give me the name for that treatment that they give when your kidneys go out. You have kidney failure.
Dialysis?
Dialysis. There you go. There you go. I got so many. I don't know how I forgot. I got plenty of family members that's on dialysis. There you go. You understand? They are building dialysis centers all over St. Louis, man. And guess who going to them? Our people, man. You understand? The Lord is no joke, man. And it's time for us to return to him and start keeping his law. Because you can see that he ain't slack on his promise. He promised us that he would give us diseases, and we got them. And guess what? The white man's sitting back getting rich off of it, man. All the white man doing is building a damn building. You understand? And give you some insurance and turn around and charge you for $4,000-$5,000 each damn trip you go to that goddamn dialysis center and have them take your blood out, run it through a machine, purify it, and then put it back into your goddamn body. I know a guy that almost died from getting the goddamn treatment. He turned around and they sucked all his blood out of his body and forgot to put over half of it back in his body, and then the man stood up and passed the hell out, bust his goddamn face, knocked half his teeth out of his mouth, and head swole, bleeding there, goddamn word, jaw fat, and damn near died because of what happened, man. You understand? At the dialysis center. Black man. Do you understand? And then turn around and you think that the Most High is playing? You understand? The Lord said that he would give us these diseases and then some. And we got it, man. And now it's time for us to do our part and return to the Lord and start keeping them laws. That's the only option we got. College ain't work. Job ain't work. No matter how much money you think you got, ain't work. You understand? You'd have been a Christian, a Muslim, a Buddhist, Baptist, Presbyterian. You'd have been in every goddamn disgusting religion. You'd have been in Kemet, Egyptology. Nothing has worked. The one and the only option that you do have is to get into this truth, man. Get in the I.S.U.P.K. You understand? And start keeping the law. So that you won't turn around and be another statistic on a goddamn chart. Alright? But let's go on. I'll finish that up for me out real quick.
Then will the Lord bring upon thee until thou be destroyed.
Okay, so y'all get that. You understand that? Alright, but let's keep going. Let's go back to the document.
Today, HIV and AIDS is a disease of people of color. It is a black disease.
And I just explained to you why it's a disease of color. Because his chosen people are disobeying him. Alright? But let's keep going.
Did you ever ask God, is this a man from, did you send him for me? All the signs that you said you were getting, wasn't that a sign?
Okay.
Wasn't that God speaking to you in all those
Of course it was.
moments?
What I saw was what I wanted to see. I took pride in saying, I know my life, and God is going to do this, and God is going to do that, and I will never do this. God wanted to show me you don't know a thing. As much as you think you know, I want to show you what you don't know. I want to show you how much you need to rely on me. I thought I knew that this was the one. It was desperation. I actually said to my girlfriend, Veronica, I said, I feel so strong about this, I don't even feel the need to pray about it. Do you know those words came out of my mouth? I actually said, I pray about every single thing.
Yes, look, more Christian mumbo jumbo. Give me your Proverbs 28:9 up.
Come.
Proverbs 28:9. Now the sister said that she prays about every single thing. Okay? But she forgot to pray about her man. Look, I'm not praying to the Lord for no wife. Okay? The Lord gave me instructions in the Bible on what to do if I want to get married. Okay? And I use that. You understand? I'm not gonna sit here, oh Lord, please give me a wife. Bless me with a wife, Lord. Oh yes, oh SHALAM, no. I'm not gonna do that, man. You understand? I'm not going to do that. Alright? We don't pray for that. What we pray for is we pray for the death of our enemies, man. We pray to be free from captivity. We pray that our people get in this truth. You understand? You ain't got no goddamn problem getting no man or getting no woman. You understand? Our problem is keeping the Most High laws. Okay? And that's what we pray that our people do. Not turn around and, pray for no damn wife or no husband. You can get you one if you want one. It's in the Bible. You understand? You want to be married? It's in the scriptures, man. You understand? Now, yes, we will teach you what you need to know. Okay? And we'll teach you how to get you a righteous man. Okay? But we're not sitting back praying like this sister did. And then she's not the truth anyway. She's a Christian. You understand? That lives her life as a lesbian. Okay, we're going to find out what happens when you are a sinner, when you're breaking the Most High's laws and you pray to him. We're going to find out what the Bible says about that. Read it out.
Okay. Proverbs chapter 28, verse 9. He that turneth away his ear from hearing the law, even his prayer shall be an abomination.
Okay, the Most High don't even want to hear your prayer. You understand? When you are breaking his laws, your prayer becomes an abomination. And an abomination is something that the Lord hates. You understand? The Lord hates evil. Okay? So keep that in mind. The next time you turn around and claim that you are single and free to mingle and do whatever, you are sleeping with a bunch of different men, you understand? If you're doing that, you are a sinner according to the Lord. And then don't turn around and be praying. You sleeping with a bunch of men, but then praying that you find the right one. That's ridiculous as hell. You understand? Don't turn around and fry no pork chop, no ham hocks. You understand? Thinking that the Lord is going to hear your prayer. He don't want to hear your prayer at all. You understand? Me, frankly, this is a personal note. Somebody that wouldn't do what I say, I wouldn't want to hear nothing from you either. You understand? If I tell you to do something and then you turn around and ignore me and do what you want to do, I don't give a damn what you want. You understand? Well, my grandma used to tell me, boy, people in hell want ice water. That's what she used to tell me when she used to get mad at me. You understand? And when my grandma didn't want to hear what I had to say. Okay? I'll tell her I want to get off punishment. People in hell want ice water. You know how the Christians is, make up all kinds of fancy lines. You understand? But guess what? I feel the same goddamn way. I don't want to hear nothing from nobody that's supposed to obey me, and they not. I ain't trying to talk to you. I ain't trying to hear you. I ain't paying you no attention. You understand? And that's how the Most High is, man. He don't want to hear your prayer. You understand? This sister on this documentary claimed that she was praying to God. Says, I pray about everything, but I forgot to pray about this man. You understand? So, like I said, man, it's nothing but a bunch of excuses, okay? The black woman has taken one word and exchanged it for another, okay? And the one word that she needs to grab hold to, which is accountability, all right? She done turned around and threw that away, all to pick up the word excuses, okay? And she makes excuses for every goddamn thing because she did not want to take accountability, okay, responsibility for the man that she chose to marry, which was a homosexual. You understand? You married a homo. You understand? Don't turn around and make no excuse talking about God wanted to show you that you didn't know what you thought you knew. Get the hell out of here with that garbage, man. You chose to marry a homosexual, so you married a homosexual. Don't blame the Lord for that, man.
We want no cowards in our camp.